Good evening, sports fans! Crowbat for the win of the Token Minorities here today with the GBA Week 7 against GoldoaDragon. I'm a little bit behind, of course, and I want to give you the reason why in a little bit of a nutshell. Yeah, as you can see, in the middle of editing the video earlier in the week, we had some display issues. I have since fixed them. I do still want to get a new computer, and there were some other issues with this computer, but that was one that popped up, and I couldn't really use it. You can see the bottom of Kommo-OOF's feet in that picture. Really was not usable. The screen just froze, and it was just not a fun time. So, like I said, we're playing GoldoaDragon this week, and despite the delays in uploading, I am super hyped about this game. I'm sure most of you guys probably already saw his side of the battle. However, I wanted to get mine up because it's very important. Alright, let's talk about my team for this game. So he is packing Dialga, Tapu Lele, Zapdos, Victini, Ditto, Donphin, Vaporeon, Serperior, Crobat, and Scrafty, and Mega Beedrill, of course. For our first mon, we've got Palkia with Illustrious Orb, Sub, Thunderbolt, Surf, Spatial Rend, just amazing neutral coverage. That's pretty much it. It hits super hard. We've got a Choice Scarf Genesect to outspeed Tapu Lele always. U-Turn, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Iron Head just hits the rest of his team super effectively. So we pretty much are just going to opt for that. Nothing too much more to say about Genesect. Pretty self-explanatory. The other thing too, we want to make it so that it can't hit Heatran at all. Just so we can always check ourselves with Ditto being in the mix. Got a Tonga Berry, Intimidate, Pursuit, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Toxic Crocodile. Toxic is going to be for likes of Zapdos. Pursuit hopefully helps with Victini. And Tonga Berry, so we can take a Mega Beedrill U-turn, possibly Pursuit, even Earthquake, something like that. We've got a Heatran with Shuca Berry, Stealth Rock, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Toxic. It's mostly specially defensive and bulky, but it has quite a bit of speed investment to outspeed specific threats on his team. I think it may have been No Speed Zapdos was one of them. I could be wrong, though. It's been a little while since I've seen this team. Finally, we've got Kommo-OOF himself. Rocky MZ, Dragon Dance, Poison Jab, Close Combat, and Rock Slide. The key here is I put some bulk into this. I did not want a Scarf Ditto, if I ever get a Dragon Dance up, to KO myself with any move. So that is why I put no Dragon type coverage on this thing. Close Combat will do a lot of +1, but it will not KO from full, or even from maybe 90, 80 something, 90%. Finally, we got Mega Alakazam with Alakazite, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and Focus Blast. So basically 4 attacks, Mega Alakazam, and it hits everything on his team, I think, super effectively, if not neutrally. And this mon is gonna go ham if it gets on the field. So that's pretty much the team we're bringing for the week. Hope you liked it. Now, this game is gonna get started pretty soon. We are gonna have an interesting lead situation because of the Tonga Berry and because of the likelihood of, say, a Mega Beedrill lead or even a Zapdos lead with U-turn. I kind of wanted to lead with Crocodile in this game. It's also just good to get the Intimidate off right off the bat. I also think Dialga might be his anti-Genesect lead. It does make logical sense because we don't have anything to hit Genesect. Crocodile makes good use of that. So yeah, that is what we will do. We will lead with Crocodile in this game. We see he brings Dialga, Mega Beedrill, Ditto, Tapu Lele, Zapdos, and Scrafty. The only mon I'm a little iffy about is the Scrafty. I didn't expect that all that much, but there it is. Otherwise, he brought mons that I pretty much expected in this game. I'm kind of scared if it's an Intimidate Scrafty, because then that kind of can set my Kommo-OOF sweep back a little bit. However, he does lead with the Dialga as I expected. I get a nice Intimidate Crook off, so he can't hit us too hard, and I don't think he's going to want to take an Earthquake, and if for some reason he stays in, he's probably Shuca Berry. And because of the possibility of Shuca Berry, I wanted to switch out. There was no way he was going to go for an Earthquake there. I'm going to predict him to go into Zapdos so I can go for a Toxic or set up Stealth Rocks. I do. I set up Stealth Rocks right here. Those might be important to this game. He tries to Discharge on Heatran. Kind of annoying, but not the absolute end of the world. We're going to get a Toxic off on the Zapdos, which is pretty cool. Glad we could get some nice residual damage on that, considering he, I don't think, has any way to get rid of it. He defogs, that's fine. This is a winning proposition for me, because I can just rock up as he defogs, or I could switch out, I could move around. I'm going to go into Crocodile because I'm expecting a Discharge again. If he U-turns, it's not the end of the world, because I once again have a Tonga Berry. He goes into Scrafty. Now this is fine. I would have liked to have got my Intimidate off on it. I do not see his Intimidate, which makes me think it is probably Shed Skin, a bulky Shed Skin set. I'm going to go into Kommo-o. I don't expect him to stay in. And let's go.
If there is, in fact, a live dragon down there, don't waken it.
I laid low your warriors of old. I instilled terror in the hearts of men. I am king under the mountain. You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
We actually did it. A 6-0 victory carried on the back of Kommo-OOF. That really is Kommo-OOF. I feel bad for Goldoa after that, because apparently he always has issues with Kommo-o, and this did not make it any better for him. He really, if you want to defeat the New York Empoleon, just bring Kommo-o, and you will win 5-0 or more guaranteed. So, I mean, good game to Goldoa, I guess. I'm sorry it ended like that. I mean, hey, on the bright side for us, we're back into playoff contention. We're now going to be 2-5? No, sorry, 3-4. We're 3-4. And it might not look like in playoff contention, but we just got to win a few more games and we can get above 500. And that puts us in a right spot to possibly steal a position away from someone else. This isn't over. This definitely is not over by any stretch of the imagination. As Tom Z once said in the D-League, I think it was at Deebs, rest in peace Deebs, we gotta get in those playoff doors. We gotta get in those playoff doors, and we're not gonna give up until week 10 is over. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Peace.